Karnataka Crowd Control, meaning crowd at events in place of gathering bill 2025 is sent to the House Committee. The bill was placed by Home Minister Parmeshwara. This after the yard stampede incident on the 4th day of July. Bill seeks to hold event organizers responsible for any mishap and ensure that an event in which 7,000 people gather gets police permission. Organizers should apply for permission 10 days prior for the intended event, is what this bill reads essentially. It's a big development that we're reporting on, with this important move being made by the Karnataka government in terms of then introducing this bill, is what we know. It's a crowd control bill. An important, in fact, point that has been mentioned in this bill is that prior permission should be given to the event organizers, or rather from the government. Permission should be taken from the government 10 days before this intended event, is what it reads. It also says that the event organizers should be held responsible for any untoward situation, any mishap, is what the bill says. I'm going to go straight across to Nagarjun Dwarkanath. Naga, a clear fallout of what happened really in Bangalore city on the 4th of June. Take us through the details of what this bill really reads.
In the draft, ensure that crowd safety would be carried out henceforth for public events, and hence the government also brought in a bill, aesthetic crowd control management bill, that was placed on the House by the Home Minister Parmeshwara as well. It was discussed widely with the opposition, and then opposition stood up and said that the norms are not okay, because it had said that the norms of the bill was that prior permission was to be sought 5 days earlier before the program. Anyone who is arranging a program for 5,000 people and more gathering will need police permission and all of it. The opposition objected to it, saying that religious gatherings and people going to temple and maybe a university protest can't take a 5-day prior permission, and the organizers are a trust or someone, it's not an individual, and hence it would be difficult. And the government also agreed that we can have further studies on this. And finally, both the Treasury bench and the opposition agreed to send it to a House committee. The Speaker announced that the bill would go to a House committee and then would come back in the winter session of the Assembly.
I also want to ask you that important point, and this was much needed, I'd say, that prior permission is required at least 10 days before the event. And this was the criticism against RCB, that for reasons perhaps best known to them, they wanted to do this in a bit of a hurry. And that's the reason why things went out of hand, isn't it? Also the fact that the event organizer is going to be held accountable for any mishap. Then what's the role of the state here? Talk to us about that as well.
Well, the state would be responsible if it's happening in a government or public space. If it's happening within a, like this June 4th incident happened at the premises of the Chinnaswamy Stadium on the KSE premises, they would be held responsible because they are the ones organizing the event. They have to ensure that the government is of an opinion that they can provide security forces to ensure law and order is maintained, but in the premises it is the responsibility of the organizers to ensure proper safety is given to all the audience who attend the event or the protest, is what government said. And also the criticism came in when 10 days prior permission had to be taken. On June 3rd, RCB won the IPL Cup, and on June 4th, they had to fly down to Bangalore, where there was a parade that was supposed to happen, and finally event inside the Chinnaswamy Stadium, but that's when the stampede occurred. The government feels that 10 days is good enough for the government machinery also to ensure proper deployment of police is done, and that's why the norm was put in the act.
All right, be with us, Nagarjun Dwarkanath, getting in those details. This comes 2 months after the stampede killed 11 people in the RCB event that was organized. The government has now come with a new rule. It's in fact a bill that has been tabled in the Karnataka Assembly on crowd control.